Okay, and we're closing in on this thing here. Let's go in here to 4. And when I'm in wireframe here, I'm just going to go in and take this, and I'm going to take the base of the thumb and parent it to the wrist. I'm going to take all the fingers here, and I'm going to parent them to the base of the fingers, parent that to this palm bone thing that I've got in here. Something else you're going to notice in the forearm is when you're animating, it's a real pain in the ass. If you don't have this thing, you need an ulna joint in here. So to get the ulna joint in, I'm just going to go and grab that joint. I'm just going to go in here to skeleton, and there's this thing in here called insert joint tool. If you click on this joint, come on. Oh. Did it just do it wrong? Where is this joint? It's right there, but it turned out really freaking bad. Is it because it's got any rotations in it? No. Okay, let's try it again. Insert joint tool. So I click on this joint. Oh, God damn it. If I have this joint selected at the time I do it, and I hit the tool. There we go. Okay, I clicked on it and just pulled, and it came out. You want to make sure that it's exactly in the middle. If there's a little warble in this thing, you're going to see it later on, and it's going to bug you. So you want to make sure that's kind of one of the last joints you put in. There, great. And then I'm just going to quickly name all this crap. And so let's go in here and take a look. What have I got? I've got all these things in here, and I got these joints here. So this one is this... Let's take that one. I'm going to quickly call that one hips. And this one here... Hold on a second, where the hell am I? That's joint 1, so that's actually the hips. You know what? Actually, if I put this here... What am I thinking? Let's put this here, and middle click. I'm just middle clicking, dragging, dropping, and then get rid of that. Okay, great. So then we got this joint here that's going to do the hips action for me. Okay, great. And then this one here becomes the root. Okay, so I got all those things in, and then here's my spine joints, and I'm just going to go in here, and I do believe there's just 2 of them. Yeah, back. And if I go up and I wonder if there's a way to get to this really fast so you can still see what I'm doing up here. Not really. There's something up in here called rename, and I can go in here and I can type in, say, back or spine. I typically call it back because it's one less letter. Grab these 3 joints here, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the quick rename function. I'm going to call this neck. Okay, so neck 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this thing here, I just call it head tip. It's really not necessary, but I put it in. That's the one that's right up here at the very top of the head. Okay, so all those are named. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here and name my arm stuff in here. And... okay. Let's see what we can do. Holy shit, look at all that stuff. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to call this clav. And that one there is the shoulder. You could call it clavicle, by the way, that other one, the first one, clavicle. I was just trying to go fast. And then this is my elbow. And some people will actually name these based on the bone or the area. Like they call this one forearm. I don't know. I think that's dumb. I'm just going to call this one ulna. You can call it ulna or radius, whatever you want. I find ulna is a shorter name. Radius is actually with a bone that does the rotating, but for some reason ulna just sounds better, so don't get confused by that. Wrist. And then we get down to this stuff here. This one, I always call this one the palm. And a lot of people don't actually put this in. This just helps me kind of like, if I want to, I find that sometimes I can make the fingers just bend a bit more as a group. And I kind of like having an extra joint there. And I also use it for some of my rigging tricks. But that's why I put that there. A lot of people don't do that. They have these all going right to the freaking wrist here. Now, if I start looking here, that quick rename is going to come in really handy. I'm going to grab all these joints. That's my middle finger, so I'm going to go up here and use quick rename, and I'm just going to call this mid. It's going to do mid 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab these ones. And this is, in my opinion, called the ring finger. If you can find something faster, better, let me know. another name for this finger that'll kind of quickly identify it. And this one here, I'm going to call that pinky. And pinky 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one here, we'll call that index. Sometimes I like it if these are kind of in the right order. So it went index, mid, ring, and then pinky. And you'll see they're kind of out of order here. There's a little trick. If you hold down Control when you're middle clicking, you can change the order here in the hypergraph. So I just, there now it's index, mid, ring, pinky. So now they're all in the right order. Just going to go in here, thumb. And I did it wrong. See what just happened down there? God damn it! So I'm just going to undo that, and I put it up here into quick rename. Thumb. And now it says thumb 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, and I'm done. Holy cow, I did that fast! Now I'm just going to grab that, and I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to go to modify prefix hierarchy names, and we're going to be putting a capital L in there. So now it's got all the L palm and L clavicle, L shoulder, all those things. Great. And I'm just going to make sure that this is parented to this joint here. I'm going to press P. Last one selected is your parent. That sounds kind of weird. And then just going to go skeleton, use my mirror joint function again, and now it flips it over to the other side. They're all part of the same skeleton. There's the right side over there. Holy cow. And that's it. We've got our skeleton in place for the character. It's pretty much all the things we're going to need. Maybe one other thing I'm just going to do right here at the end of this video is I'm just going to clean this up a little bit because we got all the skeleton stuff in here. And I noticed there's the tongue, the arms, and the shoe. That looks really weird. Shoer. I should put that as a capital freaking R. Boop, 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 boop. Done. And what's all this crap right here? So there's the pants, the shirt, and what the hell's that? That's probably the teeth. So there's the teeth, and I'll just quickly rename those. Upper. Boop. And this one here is teeth. Lower. Okay, great. Grab those things, freeze the transformations, and what else we got? We got eyeballs, we got the head, we got the eyes there. What the hell's this? Is that anything? It's probably some reference images or something? I don't know what the hell that is. No, it says it's visible. It's a lie! Probably, oh, it's actually just, that's empty groups. Great, get rid of that. And this group here with the eyeballs on it, I don't need that, so I'm just going to unparent these things. And let's delete that. Unparent this, get rid of that. All I'm doing is middle clicking, dropping into the black, and then I can go in and get rid of these little things here, these empty transform nodes. Okay, and anything else I need to do? We're at 8-minute mark, so I can still do a little bit more stuff in here. So with my geometry, I'm just going to go in here and grab the shoes, the pants, the shirt, the arms here, and I'm just going to go ahead and if I hit Control G, that's going to group it. That's under Edit, Group right here, Control G, and I'm just going to call this body group, and this is geometry, so body geo group. Okay, great. And let's see, anything else in this group? I could probably put the eyeballs in the group, so I'm just going to flip these in. Boop. This head, what are we at, 9 minutes? Okay, great. The head with the tongue and the teeth, I'm just going to grab these things. I'm just going to hit Control G, and I'm going to group that, and I'm just going to shuffle the head so it's at the very top, and teeth upper here. Great. That should be good. And I'm just going to call that like come up, head group. Done. And because I'm going to need that later on when I do blend shapes. There. So I'm all done that, and I'm just going to save this thing off. I'll stop it.